What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, Nikola Jokic once again shows that he is not an MVP. He's not. Okay, look, you just let the Bulls beat the shit out of you at home, at Denver, by 20 something. Then you play the worst team in the NBA when it comes to defense. The Spurs and the Rockets are the worst teams in the NBA. The Spurs have the worst defense in the NBA. Then the Spurs let the Lakers score like 143 points against them. Was it this year or was it last year? I know it was one of these years, one of these seasons. But they got the worst defense. But somehow they beat Denver 128 to 120 and get their 17th win of the season. They out rebounded Denver 50 to 33. I don't know why they got DeAndre Jordan. He didn't play. He could have helped them in that situation. They scored 86 points in the paint, which brings me to my biggest point. You know, Jokic's fanboys love to talk about how the metrics show that he's really an improved defender. Blah, 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 yakety schmackety. Did you know that the Spurs, who shot 54% from the floor overall, shot a remarkable 19 of 32 when challenging Jokic last night? Do you think that they would have shot 19 of 32 challenging Giannis? Not bloody likely. This is your MVP. Now, the numbers were there. 37 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists. Stat padded to get his triple-double. But why does he only put up big numbers against inferior teams? I mean, against Chicago, he had a terrible game. Ineffective game. The other day, when they played Memphis, when Memphis beat that ass by 18 at Denver, up by over 30 at one point, Jokic had 15, but against the Houston Rockets and all these lower tier teams, 40, 37, they get all this praise for beating up on bums. But every time Nikola Jokic goes up against one of the better centers, he either ducks the smoke, like against Giannis, or he gets outplayed, like recently by Vucevic, who's not an elite center, but he's one of the better ones. And Embiid damn near dropped 50 against this motherfucker. But somehow the media will tell you he's the runaway MVP winner. How? And Kendrick Perkins is correct. He just didn't articulate it right. The media does change the criteria all the time. You give it to Jokic one year because, man, look what he's doing without his guys. Then he does another year. Man, look what he's doing without his guys. Then you revert back this year to the tried and true, the best player on the team with one of the best records in the NBA. We always change the criteria when it comes to Nikola Jokic. But Denver fucking lost to a sorry ass team. And, you know, at the end of the day, this should be a hole for Jokic. This should count against Jokic. But I have a feeling that most people in the media are going to act like this game never fucking happened. Or they're going to spin it like it was everybody else's fault, not Jokic. Fuck this dude, man. The guy's not fucking the MVP of the NBA, man. He's a good player, but man, are they starting to overrate this guy? And every time I keep seeing videos saying he's the best offensive player of all time, he's best this, that, the best passer, the best center. I don't want to hear you motherfuckers backtrack when they get knocked out in the playoffs. Because if he's this great, he should be able to lead this team deeper to the playoffs. It ain't like he playing on a sorry team. So, at the end of the day, Jokic takes a step back, in my opinion, and the MVP race should still be fluid. Is it close? Somewhat. But I think Giannis is in the lead. Now, he didn't play recently. That does hurt him, too. But I think, in my opinion, the people's champ is Giannis. Then maybe Joker and then Embiid in a close third scenario. But these motherfuckers that got like 80% Jokic and everybody else far behind, that's bullshit. And that's what Kendrick Perkins talking about. Losing to the fucking Spurs. Sorry ass.